Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing well and having yourself a beautiful day. I've got my camera in my hand. I haven't set up my tripod yet, but I want to show you what I want to do today. But before I go ahead with that, I firstly want to say thank you so much for your love and support, um, for being here, and always for those who've been with me from the beginning. I appreciate you. Those who've just joined us, I appreciate you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you even for the beautiful comments I get on this channel. It really means a lot. I must be honest. You are very kind. You're very kind, and I appreciate your kind words and your love and your support. It really means a lot to me. So, yeah, I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you. I want to show you what I want to do. Just gonna flip. I've got this plant wall. I did it years ago, and yeah, the plants here are doing well, but yeah, not as well as I know they can. I think they're pot bound. Most of them. I won't be surprised if they are. So I want to check what's going on and actually give them a bigger pot. I've got a different system I'm going to use here. I was using these terracotta pots, and they actually fit so well on this. This is a wine rack, by the way, in case you wonder how I did this. I used a wine rack, you know. That's all I did. I used the wine rack and I mounted it on this wall and turned it into a plant stand. And it worked absolutely amazing. I mean, yeah, trust me, you would think it was meant for plants. For some people don't know what it is. I've had people ask me, and obviously those who are acquainted with wine racks, some knew exactly when they saw it, they knew it's a wine rack, but you've got many people who didn't know what this was. So so it's a wine rack. So this fits so well. It's a small size terracotta. It fits so well in there, which then holds this up so nice and snug. And you can see even the space it leaves in between. It allows, it's beautiful. And if I didn't want a saucer, this still works just fine. I had them, oh, there's my picture. Let me remove my picture there. I had them like this previously in the beginning, but then what was not nice was the watering part of it, because then I had to move this plants off the wall of this stand and go and water them in the sink and then let them drip completely and be done dripping, and then bring them back here. So basically, yeah, it has worked so well. So I decided to put these saucers, which happen to fit like a glove. And it has worked so well for me, because then I never had to pick them up from here and water them. Then I'll just water them from where they are. And the saucer obviously will collect the water. But they've been here for years. I don't know, I need to check how many years I've had these here. For a long time, over 2 years, maybe over 2 years. And obviously some plants are new. I've taken away certain plants, added new plants. You see these ones, this I added this year, this one I added this year. You see this row of plants, and these I added this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them I added this year, because we've got about 10 pots here. So about 7 of them I added this year. These ones that are still a bit on the small side. And I took away what wasn't quite doing so well here. Then I took it away. And you can see the ones that has taken off. I'm just going to flip my camera. It will make it easy. So you can see the ones that has taken off. That's my golden pothos, you know, it was losing variegation at some point, and up there it started coming back, and this one lost variegation completely, but it has done so well. It has grown so well. I mean, it is so long, as you can see. And then this Brazil has also grown so well and so long. It's just these ones which are recently added, but they're doing very well. Actually, if you saw, I wish I did a video where I was aiding them. They were not this big and they've grown so much. They've grown so much. This is a beetle peperomia. It was small before I put it here, and it's so happy. And this is my heart-shaped leaf, which has grown so much. It's a propagation of mine. It was smaller than this. And there's another propagation of mine which has grown so well. And this lemon lime philodendron has also grown so well. And obviously this golden pothos also, I mean, it has grown very well. And this heart-shaped leaf here, and this Scindapsus also, this is a propagation of mine. So I've added them over when I exchanged some of the plants which I felt they were not quite doing as well as I would like for them to do, you know. So yeah, I just thought it's time to change it up. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to change some of the plants here, and there's some I'm going to leave. And some have attached, like this one has attached, the one that lost variegation, it has attached. So I don't want to disturb it. So I'm going to have to really pot it up from where it is. I don't know how's that going to work. I only have 2 hands. But anyway, and this golden pothos have attached to the wall. I'll show you what I mean. Those are the only 2 that has attached. The rest are not attached, so they're going to be easy to actually move around. So let me show you what I mean. So this golden pothos, you can see that this is attached. It's attached to the wall in several places. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah, there's certain spots that it has attached. This is even more. There you go. Can you see that? Yeah, and I like it. You know, I don't want to disturb it. It's not a lot of spots, but it's a few spots, and I don't want to disturb that. So, but even though I think it will be able to attach again if they come off the wall while I'm repotting. I shouldn't stress about that at this point. So I'm not going to worry about that. The truth is, they will find themselves back. The plant will find itself back onto the wall again, because there's been a time where, you know, I have mistakenly, what do you call it, knocked it off. Not knocked it off, but while I was trying to water or trying to help it move up and all that in certain places, and there's been times where I had disturbed it and it came off. Some of the aerial roots came off, and you know, if you put a sellotape over time, they actually find themselves back on the wall again and they attach. So I'm not stressed about that at all. I'm not worried about that at all. Though I wish there's a way to repot without disturbing them, but it's not always easy. So I'm gonna move away the ones I want to move out and repot, and we'll take it from there. Alrighty. Just wanna check if, yeah. All right, so like I said, there's certain plants I want to move from there. I want to add some new plants there, and I'll keep some and I'll add more. I don't know. If I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. So I'm just grabbing my soil and my planting mat. There we go. That's my soil, that's my planting mat. What else do I want now? I've got these pots. What's nice about them is that I can plant in a pot and I use them as a cover pot. And you can see it's got a raised bottom and it can work as a self-watering pot, which is nice. Or I can also plant directly in here, which they're small enough and yeah, you know. So these are the pots I have and I'm going to use them on the wall. They fit so well. I've measured them. They fit so well. So yeah, and I've got a few plants here with me. Just a minute. Alrighty, I've got a tray here, so I'm just gonna remove all these plants from here. I pray what I'm about to do works out, you know. So yeah, let's just remove. I just know the old plants here will definitely appreciate fresh new soil. They will appreciate a bit of room for growth. The old buddies that are here, except for the new buddies. The new buddies, I mean, I recently, like I said, did them. But I know for the old ones, they'll definitely appreciate. They'll definitely appreciate fresh soil and room for growth. You know, yeah. These two I'm gonna leave, and I'll have to see how I sort that out, how I do that. But I think I might end up having to actually just get over the fact that I have to step them on the wall. I have to actually just, you know, can you see how long it has grown? But I won't be surprised if it is pot bound. So we're gonna take this to the kitchen, just making space for it in here. And yeah, I might have to take it off actually. I don't know. I might have to take it off and I'll just weave it around again and use sellotape again, and hopefully it sticks back on the wall again. I don't know. Let's not worry about that for now. Alrighty, I've decided to do this outside because it's the lighting in the house is not so great. Just a minute. Alrighty, so we're gonna do it outside. It's beautiful outside. We had a cricket match this morning. We woke up so early. We had to be there at 7:30. So yeah, and after the cricket match, we had to go drop our daughter Offense for her. She's got rehearsals today. So yeah. So we're back home. Yep. And what a better way to relax and enjoy your I mean, that's if you like plants like me, and if you like potting plants and repotting and all the planty things. So, like I said earlier, I want to add plants to change up, because all I had on that wall, to be very honest, is it has always been trailing plants. Well, there was a time I had, yeah, something that was not trailing. But now I want to add it up. Yeah, I think in the beginning I had a mixture of trailing and non-trailing plants, and it actually looked nice. But then as time went on, I decided to actually change it up and have just trailing plants. Um, yeah, it's been wonderful. But again, I think, to be honest, having had both, having had my son is playing, so if you hear, I don't know if you can hear all that, please excuse me. Yeah, he's playing cricket in the trampoline. Can you believe it? He's hitting balls inside the trampoline. But anyway, yeah. So having done both, where it's a mixture of trailing and non-trailing plants and just trailing plants, I actually now know what I prefer and what I like. And I think I love the look of the mixture of trailing and non-trailing plants. Not that the trailing alone is not nice. It is nice as long as you've got different varieties. It's a nice look, but I want to have a mixture of trailing and non-trailing plants. So let's do that. So that's why I've got a fan. I've got this beautiful Nephrolepis fan. It's a sword fan. Got this. It's beautiful. And I got myself a Monstera, but a smaller version. I didn't want something big because otherwise the roots will be way too big for a smaller pot. You catch the drift. So I went for a smaller Monstera, and I'm going to divide it. I've got about 3 in here, so I'm going to divide it into 3. And then I also have this beautiful Aglonema, Aglonema Maria. Absolutely beautiful. And I've got about 4 in here, so I'm going to divide it also into 4. And and the last one is this beautiful, I love asparagus fan. I think this is asparagus fan. Yes, it is. I love it. I do. I have one growing in a glass on my coffee table, and which I've had for years. And why not add another one, right? So yeah, that's it. It's just water. But anyway, and the pots I'm going to be using now. The trick about these pots is on the lower rack, it doesn't leave much space. So what I'm going to do is, you'll see I'm going to play around with it, that the plant can go into the next hoop. Anyway, you'll have to see it, because otherwise I don't know if I can explain what I'm trying to say right now. So I need to go find small pots like this, because they fit well in here. The beauty about this one is I don't have to repot this one. All I'm going to do is create a self-watering system. I'm going to put a wick at the bottom, which then will drink, because this lifts this thing that is high at the bottom. It lifts the pot that high. So this will be the reservoir. There's that much of reservoir. Can you see how far the pot will go? Only this far into this pot. So the rest is the reservoir where the water will sit. That's beautiful. And it's going to make my life so much easier. Let me talk while I plant. Let me go get the pots first. Alrighty, here's my pots. I never throw away my nursery pots. They come in handy in times like this. So all I do is I clean them and I wash them and I reuse them, and trust me, they come in handy. So there they are. I brought quite a bit. I didn't need so much. I only need about, actually less than 10. So I'll remove the tags as I go. They still have tags of whatever it is they were holding. Okay, these I don't need for now, because I'm going to use them as cover pots. Okay, so I need my soil. Let's put my water away from me. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. So there we go. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take this one out. I'm gonna leave it in this pot. Let's see if this one fits. I mean, if this one also fits nicely. No, not quite nicely. I'll take it off. I'll take this one out. Let's start with it and give it a, and I forgot strings. Alrighty, we're gonna do this one. If there was a way to really just transport it into this pot without doing much, you know. There we go.
2 tables.
I did that.
Brownie.
I did that.
Blankets. Yeah.
There we go. We transferred it without doing much. Just added a bit of soil at the bottom. So I'm going to create a self-watering system by adding a wig, like a string at the bottom. Just choose any hole you like, and you run this through, and then I'm gonna pull it out and cut it because I'll be reusing it. There you go. Just put it back in, that it doesn't show. It's not nice when it shows. So there we go. So this will be, you see, when the pot is this, and you see how high the pot is going to go there. So this will be sitting in water. So yeah, that's exactly what we want to happen. There we go. One done. 9 or 8 to go, actually, not 9. So yeah, and the rest is just to fill up the I just have to fill up the reservoir with water. So that one was easy, and this one I'm not going to remove it because the pot sits nicely. The other one it didn't quite sit nicely. That's why I took it out. So I'm just cutting off what doesn't look great. Not a fan of yellow and dead leaves and all that. I prefer cutting them. I know not everybody thinks so, but for me, the neater the plant looks, the better. The more beautiful it looks. You know, I've got my dog out here with me. I have to keep an eye on him. Zoe. So I'm gonna do the same. Just find any hole at the bottom, and then you push this through the soil, and then enough to see it that you can cut. And then you can pull it back into the soil because you just don't want it to show. That's it. Two done. Just need to remember to remove these tags. Let's just wipe it nicely. I've got water here with me. Just wipe it nicely. Doesn't look nice. So there we go. That's better, right? Let's just remember to fill up the bottom with water. So that's it. I wish the rest came like that, but they don't come like that, don't they? Well, I didn't get them like that. Okay, so I'm going to remove this one. This is my aglonema. You pull it out. Oh, it came out so easy. It's like it was just planted, you know. When you buy some of these plants, some of them really, they were just put together. Okay, which I don't have a problem with that though. So I need 3. I'm glad I didn't have to struggle taking it off. Okay, there we go. So here is, yeah, see how easy. I didn't have to struggle through the roots. There, I've got about 4 of them. Okay, 4 of them. So we're just gonna get our soil. Okay, and I fill up the bottom. Okay, first plant. Okay, I'm using this pot. Okay. Done. Beautiful. Okay, and while we add it, we're gonna add our wick at the bottom. Just choose any hole. There you go. Pull it high enough to be able to cut the string. And then we're gonna pull it down because we don't want it to show into the soil. There you go. There you go. Okay, and then we can plant another one. Let's do this one. There you go. Add more soil. There, and then we're gonna put our string. In case you're wondering what I'm using to weave this through, I'll show you what it is. It's actually a garden tie. Use it in the garden to tie your plants or your, you know, if you want to tie something or you want to tie a plant to a stake, that's what you use. Let me just, sorry, where's my tissues? I love working with soil, but it gets to my nose. It really does. Oh, sorry. So let me show you what I'm using. So I'm using this, and you see that if you want to stake something, it basically, you do that, and see, it's a garden tie. It's a nice strong one. So I had a lot of these around, and I've kept some for, I use them for self-watering, my self-watering system. So, okay, let's do another one. That's another one. Let's just remove this off. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Okay, I'm not gonna fill it up with all agglomerates, but it's just nice to, I'm looking forward to just having different kinds of plants on that wall, you know, yeah, that grows differently, not just trailing. Yeah, going back to my initial setup. Okay, and let's weave. Let's weave. Okay. Any hole, doesn't matter. Okay, and pull it up enough to cut and pull it down again, just to hide it. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how many we've done so far, but we're doing well. We're doing well so far. Just removing all the yellow bits. Okay. Oh, got a pot here. Keep on. Okay. So yeah, we are right at the end of the year. I somehow feel like it has gone by so quickly. I don't know if anyone agrees with me that this year somehow feels like it flew, like it went by so quickly. That's how I feel. I don't know how you feel, but I feel like it really went by so quickly. Yeah. Okay. And weave. Okay. Got a nice system going on here, eh? What do you think? And we weave. And we cut. And we pull back into the soil just to hide it away, because we don't want it to show. It's not a pretty thing that for it to show. I mean, honestly. Okay. No, I love white. My kids always ask me. I think they still don't understand because it's an ongoing question. They ask Mama, "What is your favorite color?" And it's white. It's white. Okay, it's white. I love white. And they're like, "Oh, is it really a color?" Yes, it's a color. It is a color. I know it's not like your blues and pinks but yeah. And my second favorite one is blue. It's my second favorite one. I love navy blue. I love navy blue. What happened? I thought it's you falling. Like I said, I'm with my son and the dog outside, so Molly's inside. I've got two dogs. I've got a border collie and a golden retriever. My border collie is 4 years old. And trust me when I say she's very quiet. She's calm. She's yeah. She couldn't be bothered by many things except if you're playing ball, she's in. If you want to get her going, go fetch a ball, or tell her you're going for a walk, or take her for a walk, or take her for a run. Then those three things. She loves to play ball. She loves to play fetch, or sometimes Jonathan plays with. We play with her soccer, and then he plays. She plays very well actually. Or just your walks. She enjoys it. Or you take her for a run. That's my Molly, 4 years, border collie. As for my golden retriever, who is a year and a half, she is she's the total opposite of my border collie. Very playful. You touch her, it's like you've unlocked everything you had actually prayed a minute ago to settle down just by touching. It's like everything. It's like, oh, you ready? You wanna play? Are you sure? That's my golden retriever. She's like a bundle of energy. She just wanna play. She just wants to play. The whole time she just wants to play. Whether it's night time, it doesn't matter what time of the day it is. And there's times where Molly, our border collie, hides away from Zoe. And then you know what I'm talking about when I say she's a ball of energy. There are times, border collies are very energetic dogs as it is, right? Yeah. But I've got times where you find that Molly is hiding away from Zoe, and Zoe's looking for her and she can't find her, and she starts sulking, like making those, noises. Like, phew, what's wrong with you? And you realize, oh, she has no clue where Molly is. And Molly will be hiding under my husband's work desk in my bedroom, you know, hoping for some quietness. Or sometimes she hides under, there's a chair by my bed, and she lies underneath it. If Zoe doesn't think to go look there, you will look the whole house and you won't find her. Or she goes and hide by Ofense's room and prays Ofense close the door without Ofense knowing she's in the room. That's Molly. Or if I go and bath, she'll follow me and hope that Zoe didn't realize that. And to know that Zoe doesn't know where Molly is, signs that Zoe doesn't know where Molly is, you'll hear Zoe sulking, literally sulking. Then you know she has no clue where Molly is, and it's frustrating her. To say, how can she leave me? I want to play with her. So yeah, I don't know if you've got dogs, but I do. So yes, I've got my son here wanting to ask me something.
Yeah, please watch kids YouTube. Wild rats.
What?
Wild rats.
Wild cracks. Yes, you can. Yeah. Yeah, he was asking if he can watch. He loves Wild Cracks, but it used to be on Netflix. We don't find it anymore on Netflix. So he has to go and look for it on kids' YouTube. But he knows he first needs to ask before he goes on YouTube. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. I don't know if you've got dogs, but I do, and I love my dogs. I really do. I love my dogs. Just a minute. Alrighty, I finished planting those the additional plants which I want to add, which were never with the ones I got, your monsteras and all that. Now let's see the ones that has been sitting on the wall, how they're doing. I'm gonna need something to push it out with. You know, They might not be pot bound like I think they are, but I won't be surprised if they actually do need, if they are, but they might not be. Okay, just put away these. So here it is. It's definitely, don't know if you can see, it's definitely not pot bound. I always put this at the bottom to make sure that the soil doesn't, I don't lose soil at the bottom. Okay, let's give it, it definitely needs fresh soil. This soil is old and it will appreciate. I'm not going to disturb it much. I'll remove whatever is dead, but I don't want to disturb the plant at all. So we're going to take it as it is, just pot it up and try to do less disturbances. So yeah. So yeah, I was still telling you about my dogs. So that's Molly. Molly is your doll. We call Molly the ballerina in this house because she's got this, yeah, she's got a behavior of like she. Then we've got Zoe. We've got Zoe. Molly, yeah, Molly is another character. She's beautiful. We love her. But if you're looking for a dog in a house that will play with you and bother you when you want to be left alone and sulk if you don't want to play with it and really make you feel it, that's Zoe, the golden retriever. That's Zoe. Zoe will make you feel it, that you know what, I want to play, or I want to be with you, or I want you to hold me like this, or I want your hand to be on me like this, or your feet to be on me like this. She's another character. And if she's being silly and you reprimand her, she really gets very sad, very emotional, very sad. Like she can even throw herself on the floor. There was a time she loves eating bark, right? So she has discovered she can find bark in my soil, my pot soil. So the other day she decided to sniff around in my soil. She will never break my plants. That's beautiful. She sniffed around my soil and just to find bark. And sometimes she does it so well that there's no mess. But there's other times that there's a bit of a mess. Not a lot, just a bit of a mess. And I'm still teaching her to say, doesn't matter how much you love bark, please don't look for it in my plants. So she knows it's naughty. When she's done that, she knows she's in trouble. She knows she's not allowed to do that. So if I come into the room, and you'll see by her behavior pattern that she did something silly, right? And then the other day I told her, I want you out of my room. I want you to go lie down because what you did there is silly, it's naughty. And she knew exactly what I was saying, so she took her toy. Very sad. Very, very sad. She took her toy, walked out of my room, and got to the door and turned around to see if I really mean it. That's the way she will check if you really mean what you're saying. And then I said, no, I'm serious. Really, I want you to go lie down on your bed. And she realized it was serious. So she continued walking. But then she turned around. She didn't want to go. She came back and she decided to lie at the door and have her head in my room and the body out of my room, feeling sorry for herself and hoping that I'll also feel sorry for her and change my mind somehow. And I said, no, you can lie there also, it's fine, but I'm not changing my mind. I'm not happy with you. But she was so sad. She was so sad. She really was. And later on, obviously, yeah, I let her come in and gave her a hug and, And she was so happy. She was so happy. So yeah, that's my Zoe. That's my Zoe girl. When I'm doing the garden, she'll be with me in the garden. When you are cleaning, she's right there with you. Molly, no. Molly will go find a spot and just, Molly's that kind of a dog. When she's sleeping and you make noise, she literally moans at you like, can you stop it now? You're making noise and I'm trying to sleep. That's Molly. She doesn't like it when she's trying to sleep and you are out here making noise for her. So she'll even leave the room. If she feels this is too much for her, she'll leave the room. Go find another place to lie down. Yeah, but anyway, I love my dogs. So yeah, almost done. Almost done. Okay, I'm gonna try and speed it up. Otherwise, this video is gonna be super long. So I'm gonna try and speed it up. Or maybe I should just finish planting. At least you've seen what I'm talking about. Unless if you don't mind my long videos. But I think let me finish planting and then I'll come back. All right, I'm back in the house. I'm gonna attempt to do this. I tried to see is really in there. So I don't wanna disturb it. I've decided I'm gonna go a bit wild and I'll vacuum, right? Yeah, whatever mess I make, I'll vacuum. So yeah, I don't know if I'm the only crazy plant parent. I don't think I'm crazy. I'm definitely not crazy. No, I'm just adventurous. Okay? Crazy is not it, right? This is what we call adventurous. So when I put this like this, and I'm gonna remove these two photo frames, and I'm gonna work right here, okay? And I've got my pots already. So basically, yeah, okay. So I thought we'll do it together, okay? I could have done it by myself and you wouldn't have seen what I did, but let me let you in this whole wonderfulness, okay? So here's the trick. Oh, I can move it to the side. That's good. So this will sit like that. Can you see that? Yeah. But anyway, for now, this is what I'm planting in, right? So it's okay. Whatever mess I make, honestly, I'll vacuum. And we know we're going to make a mess. Not a little bit. So let's try and firstly detach it from the wall of the terracotta. What's beautiful is we've seen that they're not as pot bound as I thought they were. Remember, these are cuttings. No, I need to push it out from the bottom. I'm gonna get myself a chopstick. Okay, we're gonna push it from the bottom. Because we don't want to break the roots. There it's loose now. Then we're gonna take this pot, we're gonna put it on top of the terracotta pot. How clever is that? And I've already added soil at the bottom. Then we're gonna try, while losing some of the old soil, because we're trying to give it new soil, and do that. It was not so bad. Yeah, I do have vacuuming to do for sure. I do have that to do. Then we're gonna take this pot of ours we've been using to scoop our soil with. Okay, let's move it where it was staying. Oh, this was not so bad. Is there a mess on the floor? Definitely. Is there a mess on my couch? No. So there, it's planted. We're in. It's in there. Let's add more soil. I forgot my self-watering wick, so let me go fetch that to weave it through, right? Yes. I love it when things work out, you know? When you have a plan in your head and that plan works out. Oh, it's beautiful. There's nothing like it. Okay, no. I'm sure there's many things like it. But anyway, it's amazing. I love it. I must be honest. So we're going to weave this in there. Because remember, we also at the same time while we're repotting these, we are also creating a self-watering system. I fetched everything except the Caesar. Can you believe it? So let's grab that. So yeah, we're killing two birds with one stone here. Two things at the same time. So we repotting, giving these plants room to grow and also fresh soil, and at the same time creating a self-watering system. It will really come in handy when we travel. Trust me, if there's something that I find every time I go away looking sad, is this wall, because these terracotta pots are small, you know, they are small, and they can only stay moist for so long because they're very small. But look at that. Yes, now we need to target this one. I didn't disturb anything up here. Everything didn't move except here. And I'll definitely now have to train this one somehow to join its friend up here. But anyway, now we're going to do this one. Let's trust God for the same success we've had with this golden pothos. Yeah, just making sure everything is in there. So again, I think for now I can move it this way, that I have space to plant. Okay, let's first put soil at the bottom, because we do need soil at the bottom. And then we put this one here, and then we use this one to push. There we go, it's loose. We want to lose as much old soil as possible, because we want to, I don't know if I removed, oh Lord help me, I don't know if I removed, did you see me removing that orange thing out of the other one? That's scary. Anyway, and then we put that in. I need to see if it's in here somewhere. This, I might have to check. But anyway, this is in there. Now we're going to top it up. I might as well just, it was my hubby. I might as well just weave this through just like now, right? I mean, why wait until later, right? Okay, maybe let's not do what we haven't been doing. Let's just finish. Okay. You there? Yeah, I'm a bit concerned that I might have left um, the orange thing in here. I want to check. I don't want it in there. Does it work? Maybe we might want it a bit lower. Okay. Challenges are fun, aren't they? They just make you a better person. You grow, you mature, you discover things about yourself you didn't quite know you can do or even have in you. So I'm not one to run away from them. Challenges. Okay, there we go. This one is done. I just need to weave this through, and trust me when I say I'm going to look for that orange sack. And maybe there was none, maybe there was, I don't know. And I need peace. And I know myself, if I don't check it, I will definitely check it sometime. It's not something I can actually let go just that easy. So I might as well just, you know. So this is done. And there comes our pot. And boom. Bob is your uncle. We're done. So I know I can hear you say it, saying, Moira, don't. I hear you, but I don't have peace, all right? So I'm just gonna look. I'm just gonna look. This have to come back. And yeah, it's there. Trust me, it was gonna not help these roots to grow at all. I don't like that. And it's a very thin one. There it is. So I'm not nuts. Am I now? Okay. All right. There we go. I feel better. I knew there was one because I've done that with all of them that were here, except the new ones, because initially when I started, I didn't have saucers here. These pots were just resting or hanging on these rings without a saucer. So I decided to put these nets at the bottom for soil not to mess up my floors. So yeah, so if I didn't see, the truth is I never took it out. So it was not even a question of is it there. I didn't take it out. I know it's there. I knew it was there, but I knew I didn't take it out. So there we go. I'm glad I did this. So now I just need to get, I can try and weave it and see. I can see if it will not, because I've cut it now, you understand? So see if it won't slip. It's not easy when it is cut. Oh, it didn't slip. So, but I need to make sure, yeah, there we go. Yay. Then all I have to do is secure it and make sure. Yay! Done. Done. Oh, am I glad? So we're gonna give them a drink for sure. Okay, I'm done. So it's just now to bring everything up here. All right, I'm gonna give these a drink, and obviously the outside ones. Now, this is what's beautiful about this system. Because it's a self-watering system, I'm not gonna be worrying about, I just need to make sure that the string is sitting in that gap. That's all. And it is. And then, how beautiful. Then we're gonna give it a drink. And I'm sure now these plants will flourish. They'll do super well. They will grow even more. Yeah. So that's it. I'm gonna water the ones outside, and then I'll come and bring them here, and I'll show you when I put them up. Alrighty. So my dilemma is I can't move this unless I detach it from the wall. I would have loved to have a different kind here, and maybe I should just brave up then and detach it and hope it will attach again one day, which I know it will. Trust me, I've seen it do that. But it pains my heart every time I have to do that, It really does. Because I would love for this to be here, and it's a lot of spaces for it to move that far. And there we go. I'll use a sellotape to encourage it again to attach where it had, but at least it's not. I've detached it, just this part, about about 4 aerial roots and the little tiny little legs between the aerial roots. But anyway, that's okay. That's fine. Then yeah, hope. Yeah, I didn't want to have 2 of them next to each other. I want something in the middle that is different, like maybe a fan right here. You see yeah, something like that, something different, maybe not a fan, maybe something else, but you catch what I'm saying. And then I'll have a monstera. Maybe I should have a monstera here, or here, maybe. Okay. Decisions, right? I also have this asparagus fan. Maybe it will do great here, right? And maybe this monstera will do awesome here. But what's beautiful about monstera, it can also grow through. I can make it go through. I don't know. Okay, and then I've got this fan, right? But I wanted to still weave my Brazil here. So let's maybe, you need to play around. Okay, I might leave you out of this one. Let me figure it out because this video is already too long. Alrighty, I am done. Here it is. I love how it came out. It's definitely something to get used to. You know, when change, why I love it, while I love change, I don't know. If you live with, if you ask those who live with me, my husband, my kids, and those who knows me will know I love change. Um, uh, yeah, I love moving things around. I love changing things up. I don't like keeping things in the same way for a long time. I don't know. That's just me. But while I love change, some changes are something to get used to, and I've learned over time that when I'm changing something, if I'm not quite feeling that excitement which I felt in my mind or I had in my mind when I was thinking this up, is give it time. And you'll be surprised that when you wake up the next morning or a few days later, no, with me, I don't like it taking too long though, you'll find that actually you love it, or you're excited about it, because I love it. I definitely do. But obviously it's a new look, especially white. I had a terracotta here for years and I loved how terracotta quite actually looked here. Now I need to get used to this white pots, and these are not ceramic, these are plastic pots. That's another thing to get used to. You know, I didn't go for ceramic because it's heavy. And yeah, I don't want something very heavy here. Terracotta is not as heavy as ceramic. Ceramic is very heavy. So I wanted something light. So yeah, that's why I went for these wide plastic pots. They're still elegant, but it's something to get used to if you're like me and you're more for a certain look and kind and type. Don't have anything against plastic, but yeah, the kind I wanted was, they didn't have enough of them. Yeah, there were few left, but I think this, yeah, I like it. I actually do like it. And yeah, you know, so they just have to grow and fill up the space. You can see what I did with my Brazil. I hope it's gonna be happy here. I don't know if I shouldn't have weaved it from this point rather, but I've weaved it through the next hoop on top of it, and for it to go on that wall, because that's what that was what it was, filling up the space, and I still wanted to do that. So we've got quite a while to go. So even these ones, I'm gonna do the same with them when they begin to grow a bit longer than what they are. But I think I love how it came out. I really do. And obviously this fan, this sword fan, is gonna fill up the space once it begins to push up and grow. And this asparagus fan is gonna fill up the space once it begins to push up and grow. And this monstera is gonna grow up a bit, you know, and fill up that space. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I still have other plants which I didn't use, and I can always change up with them over time, you know, if I want to. Your aglaonemas, I didn't use aglaonema. That's the only plant I didn't use here, which I got. I didn't use aglaonema. I only use monstera. I love the height of the monstera That's why I used it, because I'm so used to some of these spaces filled up. So I'm using this to fill up those gaps. But yeah, let me know what you think. You know, you just need to straighten them up a bit, make sure that they're on the straight side. But there we go. Change is good. Go and change your plants around, obviously making sure that you're still giving them what they need light wise, and yeah, don't shock them. Don't shock them. Just, yeah, it's good to move your plants around and have fun with them, and enjoy them. And that's me. I'm all about enjoying my plants and having fun with them, and yeah, and seeing what they can, you know yeah, what can become of them in my home while I decorate with them. But anyway, it's been fun. This video is long. I might do it in parts. I don't know. I might I might decide to post one part and then post the next part next time. I don't know. We'll see once I edit how this will come up. But if I have joined it to be one long video, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If I've divided it into two parts and you've managed to watch the second one, thank you for coming back and watching the end. But anyway, it's been fun. Yeah, have yourself a beautiful day. I'm going to clean up. I didn't make much of a mess. I can actually show you. This is all the mess. I've put it together. This is all the mess I've made, planting that up there. So yeah, it was not messy at all. It was actually a great idea. I'm glad I didn't disturb those plants, though I had to rip that one off a bit. But anywho, it's been fun. Have yourself a beautiful day.